Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. Today we are playing Esper Cryogen Affinity. It's going to be sweet. This is a deck donation from Vilaka. They contacted me via Discord and worked through Patreon, so I really appreciate that. This specific deck, let's see, I believe they have 4 Gear Seekers. Yes, so we're 61 card special here. We are playing Esper, trying to use Moon Circuit Hacker, Cryogen Relic, replaying the refurbished familiars, just getting our Mirror Enforcer Gear Seekers down and smash our opponent. So this is kind of like your Orzhov Tithing Blade deck with a couple of ways to get extra value from blue. We've got Cast Downs, Tithing Blades, Thraben Inspector. The recursion in the deck is Omen of the Dead, which you can pick up with Core Skyfisher to get a lot back instead of playing Blood Fountain, which is interesting. I'm not sure. We'll have to see if that matters. And then later in the sideboard, we've got now Spellbomb for Spy, Compass for the burn decks, and Unexpected Fangs there. A couple of Dust to Dust, a couple of Thraben Charms, some Suffocating Fumes, and a Cast Down. This looks like it could be pretty fun. I do love picking up and putting down some cardboard. I'll see you in the matches. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, round 1, on a play versus X2-2. We have turn 2 Inspector. We have Mistvault Bridge. I think we should keep this one. We'll go Bridge turn 1, turn 2 Inspector Mistvault, turn 3 Inspector Thoughtcast. That would be 4. Yeah, then we can Thoughtcast and play the Basilica potentially. Play the Razortide Bridge, Blue-White Bridge. I believe my opponent is a Delver player. They do lead on Island. Play Mistvault into Thraben Inspector. Now, you can notice that I did not actually press, like, right-click this and click the white mana there. I used the W key to automatically just select the white. Our opponent end-stepped to Thought Scour, milling a Tolarian Terror and Island, so they are not very close to actually casting their Thought Scour. Let's go Thraben Inspector. We investigate. We're going to go ahead and attack in. Tithing Blade could be pretty good. Let's go Thoughtcast. They will probably counterspell this. They Thought Scour instead, milling Mental Note and an Island. The Thoughtcast resolves. We can Basilica and pick up the blue land, the blue-black land. That seems fine. When it cycles a Lorien of the Revealed, not Lorien of the Revealed, cycles Lorien Revealed. Plays Island, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the graveyard. Plays a Delver. So if I Tithing Blade, then they have to counterspell it. Let's try attacking in. They take it. I'll play the Vault. We'll go Tithing Blade. They do counter. So now I will Skyfisher and pick up Thraben Inspector. They flip. They reveal a counterspell. I will block, mostly because I have the Omen of the Dead in hand. Gear Seeker Serpent can be big enough to block a Tolarian Terror. They have just one of those in the graveyard, so they have 3 left in the deck. Probably all of those in their hand. Declines to shuffle with the Ponder. Plays a Terror. Counterspell is still available. I guess I try the Omen of the Dead, which I assume gets counterspelled. And then I can pick up the cryo with the Glint Hawk. So I need the Cryogen to resolve. But if this just straight up resolves, I'll go Skyfisher and pick up the Omen. Okay. Play the Skyfisher. This does eat a counter. We can play out a Thraben Inspector and a Mistvault Bridge and pass the turn. Do I need to block? They play Cryptic Serpent, getting in for 5. Not going to block here. Plays a Delver. Let's try Cryogen Relic. I'm thinking really hard about this. It resolves. Let's try Cast Down on the Cryptic Serpent. They may have a Spell Pierce. That would be stinky. That just resolves. Play Glint Hawk. And counterspell, they use Deprive. Okay. I think I'm going to chump with a Thraben. And they find a Brainstorm. They Brainstorm. 2 cards in hand. They're getting in. We will block. I will attempt Skyfisher. Counterspell. Play a Gear Seeker Serpent. So just attack. They could have Sleep of the Dead to tap down the Gear Seeker. That would be stinky. They go Island. They can attack with the insect. Okay. We have Moon Circuit Hacker. So I can attack, pick it up, one attack. No blocks. I will Hacker, picking this up, draw a card. Ninjutsu. Find a Mist Vault. So let's go Thoughtcast. What's my opponent doing? Spell Pierce. We will pay with the black mana. And pass. They get in for 3. That puts me to 6. I have a Mirror Enforcer. Try a Gear Seeker Serpent. Draw a card. And a Glint Hawk, that's sweet. So Glint Hawk. Pick up the Cryo. We draw a card. We play the Cryo. And we've stabilized. Play Mirror Enforcer. Your turn. I only have the 1 blocker in the air. It's good with them. It looks like I'm going to go Skyfisher the Omen. Skyfisher. Pick up the Omen. Play the Omen. We'll get the Skyfisher. Then we'll Skyfisher. And we will pick up the Omen. And cast a Cryogen Relic. Play a blue-white bridge. Tack in for 2. I have so many permanents! We win! Hooray! Amazing. Let's see. Obviously, Cast Down is solid, right? Nile Spellbomb could be solid. I sort of wonder about the Hacker. That didn't really accomplish very much. So let's cut the Hackers and go Spellbomb plus Cast Down. Gear Seeker really held down the fort there. Alright, so we have another very solid hand. We can Razor Tide on turn 1 into Thraben Inspector Refurb. Our opponent is probably going to be doing some nonsense with the nulls and whatnots. Play the Razor Tide turn 1. They go Island. Let's try an Inspector. We're going to counterspell it. Play a Mist Vault. Leads on a Brainstorm here on turn 3. Do I want the Refurb or the Cryogen more in play? Probably the Cryo. They play an Island. So let's go Refurbished Familiar. Cast a Null. Let's try to pick it back up. Omen of the Dead. We get back the Refurbished Familiar. Pass the turn. We have 3, 4, it'll be 5. So I can next turn play land, refurb, Gear Seeker. Then try to get into my 5/6s. We have double Cryo now. Go refurb. Currently we have 4, so 6, 7. We can still just cast the Gear Seeker if this gets countered. They decided Thought Scour in response. Milling Lorien Revealed Island. We refurb them. We'll discard a card. Discarding a Lorien. We will attempt a Gear Seeker Serpent. They've got a counterspell. That is counterspell number 2. 3 cards in hand for the opponent. They play 1 terror and another terror and another terror. Okay. That's cool. We'll go Nile Spellbomb. Spellbomb you. Play land and a Gear Seeker Serpent. Pass the turn. I think I have to like chump and block. So they have 15 power on the table and 1 card in hand that they just drew. They Thought Scour, milling 2 islands. So there's just another blind draw. Will they attack? Declines to attack. We'll lead on a Cryo. We get to draw a card. Skyfisher is pretty good. So let's play Skyfisher. I think I pick up the Refurb. They counterspell the Skyfisher. Razor Tide, pass. They're pretty good at drawing counterspells. They have now milled their 4th counterspell, so they can't hard counter anything else. We have another Skyfisher, so I can Skyfisher the Omen, Skyfisher the Relic, or Anyway, let's go Skyfisher. Pick up the Omen, get the Skyfisher. Then we go Skyfisher. We pick up the Omen. We play the Omen. We get the Gear Seeker. Yes, that's what's good. And I will attack for 2. So this turn we get to go Gear Seeker plus Cryogen Relic. Only block 1 of their creatures. They've refilled their graveyard pretty quickly though. We can, It cost me so much mana. Oh, I see, 4 mana to tap down a terror 1 turn. I have no idea what they're doing. They're just thinking it through. They pass the turn. They play an island and then pass the turn. Let's play out a Gear Seeker. Play another Spellbomb. Spellbomb you again. Find a Radiant Fountain. Alright. Gain some life. Now I think I can just attack, but let's play out this Relic. They might have Spell Pierce, might not. Seems like they did not have the Spell Pierce. We have 6. Bastion for 6. Opponent goes to 12. So 2 turn clock. And we win the match. 1-0 on to round 2. Alright, here we are in round 2. This hand is pretty mid, probably. We can bridge. Fountain doesn't do very much. Glint Hawk doesn't do anything here. Should probably mulligan this one. This hand looks quite strong. So we are not able to play the relics yet. Guess I just get rid of one of them. Hoping to draw into a blue land. Mine from the opponent. That's a little scary. We'll play the Goldmire Bridge. We can turn to Thraben and refurb, and then pick up the refurb with the Skyfisher and recast it, hopefully. So they're on Tron. They play their own cryo. So they're probably able to get back some value quickly. What should I do? I think I should still go for try to shred their hand situation. Play the refurb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They discard a Stonehorn. Yeah, that makes sense. Goes another cryo. Hopefully they don't have a flicker. Plays expedition map. Let's go land. Attack for 3. Usually Tron would pretty much dunk on this deck. So let's see if that's the case with the refurbished familiars. Refurb you. They discard a mine. So we're not getting any good value out of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this turn we can cryo and enforcer. They grab a power plant. Plays another expedition map. We have Ancient Den. We have Circuit. We have Hacker to pick up the refurb and replay it. So let's go ahead and get in. Take 5. Actually, more than that. Well, exactly 5 still. Hacker the refurb. They take 5. We draw a card. We cast a refurb. And then let's try casting an enforcer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So enforcer and enforcer. Your turn. I got a lot of creatures on the table. So now they have to have a fog. We have 8, 12, 14, 15 damage right now. They could Cryogen Relic one of my creatures to stop it from attacking, but we'd still have a decent amount of damage. Yeah, 11 damage total. They discarded a Braid to the refurbished familiar. So what do? Crack the map, then cryo 1 creature. They have to cryo both of the creatures to survive. They'll go to 1 life. And then I guess if I draw Ninja, I just win. So maybe I crack the clue looking for another Moon Circuit Hacker. Yeah, you have to use all your lands. In my sideboard, I've got what? I guess the Nile Spellbombs and the Thraben Charms could be good. They decide to crack the expedition map, get the tower. So they must have, they have a Prophetic Prism. They can fog now. Is that the plan? They draw a card. I mean, if they have a fog, they have a fog. Uh-oh, they don't have a fog. They have weather. Pulse on the Stonehorn. They go to 18. They can Stonehorn this coming turn. So let's start by attacking out. I guess I play Cryogen. Draw a card. We will attack out. We'll draw. We'll discard the Goldmire Bridge. So they're going to be hitting me with the Stonehorn. I think I should Glint Hawk, pick up the refurb, and replay it. They discard an Impulse. They crack the Cryogen to stop the Moon Circuit Hacker from attacking. They have to play the Stonehorn. Plays the Stonehorn. I don't know why you would crack Cryo. And then they play Wall to get back Pulse, to get back Impulse, to look for something to do. Let's draw a card. Draw a card. Again. Play an Enforcer, play Mistvault Bridge. Can't attack. Hope that they don't have a Flicker in hand. They cast Impulse looking for Flicker. We're looking for a concession. They have exactly 1 island. They're taking a long time here, so maybe they don't have it. And then they mnemonic wall for the impulse again. So then what? Impulses. Like, how are you going to get out of this? You're just dead. Good for me, but bad for you. They don't have any more land drops either, I think. Do they? All right, we take the game. So the Raven Charm is sort of an upgrade over Cast Down, I think. Or maybe the Tithing Blade's not very good either. Give her the Tithing Blade. Bring the Spell Bombs. Give her the Cast Downs. And then like one expensive creature. Oh no, yeah, we're on 61 cards. My bad. Maybe I should get rid of the 2 Gear Seekers for the 2 Dust to Dust and try to deal with their... Yeah, we'll cut 2 Gear Seekers. And we're going to try to pop their artifacts that give them colored sources. Is this good enough? I mean, it's got a solid start, so I guess I'm keeping. Double Thoughtcast on turn... I don't know. Play the land. Turn 3, we can cast Thoughtcast for 2 mana. They have an Energy Refractor. Just play the Cryo, draw a card. Find a Mistvault Bridge. 1, 2, 3. So I think they've got a Prophetic Prism. They're going to abrade my Cryo, and they abrade my land. Okay, I'll play my Goldmire Bridge and pass. When it impulses. The one of abrade. Maybe they have more in their sideboard. It's also probably the fanciest abrade art I've ever seen. They cast an Expedition map. Crack it. A turn 3 Tron with no... They must have just had it all in hand. Tron plus Refractor and everything. Now they cast the Lorien Revealed. Let's go Mistvault Bridge. I don't really know what to do here. I guess cast Thoughtcast. Yeah, I'm just going to go to the next game. I feel like we are way too far behind. I had no lands in play. How can I do anything? Let's see. I think we're just going to resubmit. So I need some early threats, I think. Okay, on the play. We've got the refurbs. Keep. Mistvault Bridge, go. Should I just turn 2 the refurbished and then turn 3 the refurbished? They play Expedition map. I have to focus on... I think I'm going to go Bridge. Pass the turn. Go refurb, pick up the refurb. They play a Crystal Grotto. They go bottom. Plays a Prophetic Prism. Land. Refurbished. Discard you. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're thinking about what to discard. I will discard you again. Discarding a land. Glint Hawk. Pick up the refurb. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Forcer. Bridge. Refurbished. You go to 3 cards in hand. They discard an Expedition map. I'll attack for 4. I'm gonna have to try this Cryo, but I feel like it's not gonna resolve. Did resolve. Play a Mirrored Forcer. A lot of power on the table. The question, I guess, is just whether or not I should try and hit them with a Refurbished Familiar or draw a bunch of cards with the Cryogen Relic. They currently have Tron online and 2 colored sources. They have 8 mana total. Plays a Prophetic Prism. 6 mana in play. We found Dust to Dust. Start by attacking out. They take it. Will they have an unwind? I'm gonna try Skyfisher. Alright, bump the mic. And we will pick up the Cryo. Draw. I'm gonna try to just dust these. So they have to have unwind. They can't get it with... Oh no, never mind. They have like plenty of stuff they could counter it with. Forgot that they had all that mana. Tron is online. What are they doing? They Ghostly Flicker. Yeah, that's fair. Got me there. And then I guess Weatherstorm. Also on the power plant. They got a 12. We have 12 damage. My discard strategy wasn't really working. Plays Prophetic Prism. So given the flickers, it seems like the Dust was a bad call, but I don't know what else I would have brought in. I want to cast Mystical Teachings. Getting a Moment's Peace. Here comes a Moment's Peace. An Enforcer. Let's cast Cryogen Relic. And now Thoughtcast. Land, Enforcer. I will attack out anyway. Can't stop me. So they have to leave 3 mana open for the Moment's Peace. We have enough threats. I don't think anything else in my sideboard would have helped. They have 6 mana. I suppose they're going to Mnemonic Wall the Flicker. They get the Moment's Peace. Okay. Casting Murmuring Mystic. Upkeep Moment's Peace. Let's draw a card. We'll Glint Hawk. Cast the Glint Hawk. Pick up the refurb. Cast the refurb. They discard crop rotation. We'll play Gear Seeker Serpent. Attack out. We needed to have the cryo when I drew the Glint Hawk, but I had to crack it in order to draw the Glint Hawk. Now they have Ghostly Flicker. Okay, so they didn't see it, or they didn't have the Ghostly Flicker. Maybe they have Flicker in hand, or they just didn't understand what was going on there. Need some card draw so I can actually accomplish anything. We need a Ghostly Flicker. Opponent has yet another Moment's Peace. Casting it on my upkeep. What's the last card in their hand, do you think? They should have gotten the Flicker back. We have nothing. Bummer. Okay, they have the Flicker. We just... If I'd maybe been patient one turn and just waited, we could have gotten to the Spellbomb earlier and then stopped their looping. But as it was, we were wrecked. So I will see you in round 3. Round 3 on the play. Someone said thanks for the sideboard guide. That makes me think maybe they're playing. Okay, I don't think we can keep this. It's too slow. This one also pretty medium. We do have Tithing Blade. Let's put back the Omen of the Dead. Lead on Vault of Whispers and pass. I'm concerned that they're gonna be playing like what's his face? High Tide. Don't have any answers to High Tide when it brainstorms. I guess we can take all our removal out for all of our graveyard stuff, but none of it's gonna matter. They end step a brainstorm. Upkeep cycles Lorien Revealed to clear the brainstorm. This is the High Tide deck. Darn. We'll just put the Tithing Blade on the table. Pass the turn. I have 4 artifacts. This is like 99% matchup right now for them. Okay, no blue mana. Vladimir Enforcer. Pass the turn. I'm super dead. End step, they peer through depths, finding a Psychic Puppetry. Or they cast it with Puppetry. Oh, they did. Okay, they did cast it with Splice to target the Vault of Whispers. It's not like my Vault of Whispers was doing anything, so that's totally fine. So our out here is that my opponent cannot actually navigate the combo turn. Let's see. They muddle. Suppose getting another... They muddled for Ideas Unbound there. We got nothing to do except attack in for 4. Our opponent's at 16. They cast a Merchant Scroll for High Tide. Plays the island. Next turn they can High Tide off. Let's go with Raven Spectre. And then we'll tap 2 mana to draw. Finally found a blue source. This allows me to get in. I mean, assuming that they don't just win here. They do have High Tide and Puppetry and Ideas. So these are the cards we know of. Puppetry, Ideas, High Tide. We have a 2-turn clock. Opponent cast High Tide. They have Ideas and 2 Puppetries, so that's mana neutral. Let's see if they can get there. They cast Peer, mana neutral, revealing Ideas Unbound. So if they totally whiff for a couple more card draw spells, they could not make it here. Ideas Unbound draws another 3 cards, currently 11 cards in hand. We're not in the situation where we can concede yet. They have Merchant Scroll, that grabs them the High Tide. Now they can go mana positive if they have any more arcane spells. Peer through Depths untaps 2 lands. So they went, no, they're mana positive now. They revealed Ideas Unbound. I'm fine to call it. And we're going to cut our removal spells. Bring in all of the spell bombs. Thraben Charms. I think I should cut the Gear Seeker Serpents. Bring in some Navigator's Compasses. And Cement. Actually, I could also cut the Omen of the Dead for a Cycle land. Or Cycling spell. So the compasses, the fumes, like all these things, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to lower the curve, get on the table quickly. I mean, we have a turn 2 Cryogen Relic. That doesn't win. Mulligan. I guess we keep this, get rid of those fumes. We'll play a land out turn 1. Go land, Spellbomb. That's 3 artifacts on the table. 4, 6, 7. The next turn we can play Mirror Enforcer. They play an island and Preordain. Let's go for Thoughtcast. We have Moon Circuit Hacker. So I just will 1, 2, 3, 4. Darn. I think I just Glint Hawk back the spell bomb, and then recast it. Our opponent plays an island. They're scrolling to get the High Tide. We find Thraven Charm. I can play the Ancient Den, attacking for 2. Hacker, return the Glint Hawk. We draw a card. I'll go ahead and cast Thoughtcast. I can refurb them, but then I don't have Thraven Charm up. I think I have to pass. They cast High Tide. Cast another High Tide. So what we want to do is use the Spell Bomb when they go to tap it, basically. They're going to Ideas Abound. What? They just cast Ideas Abound. Do they feel pressured into going off here? They must have something. Or they're just going for it? That's a surprise. I think maybe they messed up. Did they misclick? Casting a scroll. They grab the puppetry. They're currently mana neutral. Okay, I know they have hidden strings. Untaps their 2 lands. Yep. The Ideas Abound to draw a card. Or draw 3 cards. That's the second Ideas Abound so far. Here. Still just mana neutral. They get and cast a High Tide. So if they fizzle now, it's really bad because they'll only have 1 High Tide left in the deck. They cast pieces of the puzzle. Ideas, Island, Strings, Preordain. So they probably just take Ideas and Preordain here. They could take the Hidden Strings if they have a lot of other card draw in their hand, but I think probably they just want to take the Ideas Abound and the Preordain. They choose Hidden Strings, Ideas. So they should cast the Ideas Abound first. They might also just Hidden Strings the Spell Bomb now. They go after the Spell Bomb. We're going to go ahead and crack. So get rid of your graveyard. We're not going to pay. My opponent lost a decent amount of arcanes there. They brainstorm after casting on Ideas Abound. I really feel like that was not necessary for them to go for it. Let's see. Pieces. It finds Island, Pier, Island, Strings. They choose Hidden Strings of Pier. Here. So we now know 3 of the cards in their hand. It finds another Pier. Peering again. They brainstorm. They cast a Merchant Scroll to clear the brainstorm. Casting another High Tide. So that's the 4th High Tide. Okay. 20 cards left. Can they deal me lethal? They cast a Preordain. It's going to be hard without having the ability to loop. Like, they're going to lose a lot of arcanes. All the High Tides will be gone. I mean, they might have a Muddle for the Thraven Charm. They hard cast a Lorien. Draws 3 cards. 16 cards left in their deck. Only 4 mana available. They untap with Hidden Strings. We're just waiting to use the Thraven Charm until they are going to cast a Stream and try to put stuff back into their deck. It's not a great plan, but it is a plan. Okay, there's a Stream of Thought. We'll try to exile your graveyard. So if they have Muddle in hand, they could counterspell this and then make it easier. They did not have the Muddle. Okay. They have nothing to replicate, or nothing to put back into their deck now. They have no High Tides. They're out a ton of arcanes. I think they are probably hosed, but we'll see. They have 24 cards to work with, given the 8 in their hand and 16 in the library. How many of those are lands? Assuming they're playing 15 lands. 1, 2, 4, 5, 9. So 6 of those cards are lands. They muddle and they transmute a muddle. Or maybe the last Ideas Abound in the deck. Okay, they do have 3 puppetries. So since each land taps for 5, they can maybe make enough mana. I don't know. Merchant Scroll. Actually, I think they probably could do an infinite loop here if they have more card draw in their deck. It's going to be kind of tight. They have Pier, so they just need Stream and then like 1 card draw spell. Stream themselves to 0. Pick the Lorien, like alternate back and forth between Lorien and the Ideas Abound to make an infinite loop. Only the tap for 5, so 15 costs 2, 3, 4. So this puppetry here is plus 11 mana, 40 mana. That will be enough to mill me out. On to the next. Really, really good match 1. Then we paired in some pretty bad matchups. We are here in match 4, trying to take it down. Let's see how it goes. 1 land is really not keepable. We have some great lands. Some great spells. We're gonna get rid of the Mere Enforcer for now. What's our opponent up to? Silver Bluff Bridge, that's a bit scary. Let's play Goldmire Bridge. Yeah, they're playing Jeskai Wildfire. So basically it's similar to Tron. Play Bridge. They play Island, Augur of Bolas. We need to draw some cards here. If the Augur whiffs, we could try Refurbished as long as I draw another card. The Augur did whiff. We found a land. Guess I'd play the Refurbished. They discard a counterspell. They have 4 cards in hand. And then they kill my refurb. They just go Drifter Ephemerate, I'll be really sad. Is Arcane Answer to get back counterspell? No, the Scred. Okay. They get in. We will play the Cryo. Looking for an untapped land. What is it for? Have to pass. Our opponent casts a Preordain. It's surprising that they decided the counterspell wasn't good enough. Maybe they have something to do with it. We play a Cleansing Wildfire. Holding open looks like Ephemerate. Getting in. 1, 2, 4, 5. Play another Cryogen. Land. So right now the Mere Enforcer costs me 2 mana. Just going to go ahead and Skyfisher the Relic. Cryo. We go to 7 cards in hand. Our opponent has a Murmuring Mystic. Kills my Skyfisher. Okay. Tithing Blade looking bad. Let's play... Oh no. Play the Cryogen again. We have Moon Circuit Hacker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I can... kind of want to play the Inspector. But let's just Skyfisher back the Cryo. Draw a card. Play the Bridge. Discarding Basilica. Our opponent has Drifter Ephemerate. Oh man. Gonna be a concession from me if that's the case. They did not have an Ephemerate. Just drew another Scred. Okay. Getting in for 4. Bridge. We'll cast Inspector. Forcer for 0. Another Inspector. And then we'll just cast the Skyfisher. Pick up the Clue. No! What? I meant to pick up the Cryo. I'm going to the next game. What's so wrong with me? Oh, jeez. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Alright, we need the Spell Bombs. Tithing Blade looks poor. Thraben Charm is basically cast down here. So just I don't know if the Dust to Dust is going to be worth it. It's usually not. So let's just not do that. This one doesn't do anything. I guess we keep this one and get rid of Skyfisher. Hope to draw something to do. Opponent leads on a Preordain. Okay. We have a Spell Bomb. I guess I have an Enforcer on the next turn. They play Augur of Bolas. I think they can pick a card that they... Yeah, so they had that on top. Lorien Revealed. Let's go land, Mere Enforcer. Pass the turn. They're probably going to cycle the Lorien Revealed. No, they play the Rustvale Bridge. Start by attacking. I think I'm just going to hang out here. Play the Bridge. Now they cycle the Lorien. See if they just get a regular island. They got a Floodplain. Working up to Scred mana. They get in for 1. My turn. More Skyfisher nonsense. Let's attack in. Land. Pass. They play a Silver Bluff Bridge. They still can't Scred my creature. On a Glint Hawk. I will attack in. This might be like the time for me just to add stuff to the table. I can go Glint Hawk, pick up the Ancient Den, replay the Ancient Den, and then I'll play Skyfisher, pick up the Ancient Den, and pass. And then I have hopefully enough to pressure lethal soon. They're gonna bolt a creature. Are they gonna Thraben Charm my creature? How about not? Okay, my creature lives. It looks like they have a Dust to Dust. We'll make black. Get rid of both my blue sources. I'll get rid of your cards in library, or cards in your graveyard. They have a Scred. This is so bad. Land. I'll attack. I think I'm just gonna Skyfisher back the land. And they have a counterspell. Bummer. I did not expect them to be bringing in Dust to Dust. Like, why would they play Dust to Dust in their deck? Okay, I have no lands. I have no creatures. I have nothing. On to the next. Round 5, let's finish strong. Can we cryo them into the ground? We will attempt. Do have a refurb, so at least Goldmire into Razortide, into suppose play the refurb. Our opponent mulligans to 6. Let's lead on the white-black land. Forest for the opponent. I'll play at my bridge. Another forest. Priest of Titania. I feel like that needs to die, but what's my best way to get through this? I think I just murder this thing right now. They play a Timberwatch Elf. It was bait. Ooh. Kill your Timberwatch Elf. That's nice. That was solid. Okay. Timberwatch down. They go lead the Stampede. This turn I can refurb into Thoughtcast. Then I can Glint Hawk the refurb, but they drew a lot of cards. Nyxborn Hydra, Wellwisher, Nyxborn Hydra. Land. Play the refurbished. What will you discard? Discards a Nyxborn. Let's go Thoughtcast. What's the best thing for me to do? I guess I could Glint Hawk the Tithing Blade. They went Winding Way. They found Winding Way Forest, Timberwatch, Findhorn Elves. Plays Masked Vandal. They can get rid of a land. I don't know what they're going to get rid of. Maybe the Tithing Blade, maybe the refurb. Gets rid of a land. I think I should 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play the Gear Seeker. Back in for 2. Tithing Blade looking pretty bad at the moment. So now they cycle again. Another forest. Timberwatch. Let's get in. No blocks from the opponent. We'll Moon Circuit Hacker. Flipping the refurb. They take 7. We draw a card. Find the Basilica. So now I can refurb you. They discard the Wellwisher. We will guess Glint Hawk. Pick up the refurb. Play the Basilica. I don't like that because we're picking up tap lands. Now the Moon Circuit Hacker is not really going to be doing anything. They play a forest. Another Timberwatch Elf. And the Wellwisher. They have the Nyxborn Hydra now. So they can bestow a Hydra just to give something trample for 0. They bestow it for 0. It's a trample creature. It has reach. They get it for 1. It's not going to block. They pump it up. Let's start by swinging in. They have 12, 13, 14. A lot of damage. Okay. We'll draw. Discard Ancient Den. Oh, we can actually tap this thing down with the cryo. That's sick. Okay, cryo. Oops. We'll go blue. And then do I cast a refurb? I guess I just refurbish familiar, draw a card. Cast the Cryogen Relic. Draw a card. Ancient Den. Maybe I tap down the Timberwatch. This is... Let's tap down the Mass Vandal. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We're not close to playing the Mirror Enforcer. They're going to attack. Can't really attack with the Wellwisher. We'll block. They pump it up. And they go to 8 life. We need some way to stop their things. Play the cryo. Draw a card. We're going to cryo the Mass Vandal again. Okay. And then we'll play Refurbished Familiar, draw a card. Play out a blue bridge. Play... What's this Mirror Enforcer not... Still not free. Come on, Mirror Enforcer. 6 Elves on the battlefield. We'll discard the Mistvault Bridge. Want to cast Winding Way. Llanowar, lead the Stampede, Forest, Llanowar. So they just get double Llanowar Elves. 8 Elves on the battlefield. They're attacking in. You will block and block. Stupid Elves. How can I beat them? I have to draw into removal spells for their Timberwatches. Play Cryogen Relic. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mirror Enforcer is free. We cryo this thing. It has trample. Stun that up. What do I do now? Play another cryo. land, refurb, draw a card, play another enforcer. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attackers. Guess I can't attack. And they have a Genersent. They're sending in the team. Block, 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 block. One elf is going to eat an enforcer. Another elf's going to eat an enforcer. Going to gain a bunch of life. Skyfisher. We return the cryo. We play the cryo. Thoughtcast. Not getting anywhere. Play a Thraben. I think I'm just dead. Let's go to the next game. Do we have any sweepers? That's what we need. Tithing Blade, bad. Fumes, definitely good. We need maximum removal spells. Cast down. Thraben Charm. And we'll cut the Gear Seeker Serpents. Maybe one hacker. No, wait, never mind. We're back to 61. I forgot. Yeah, okay. Now, they also will be playing a billion anti-affinity cards. We have to mulligan to 5. Oh, man. Keep. We'll put back Thraben Inspector. Guess the Skyfisher. Play the land, pass the turn. I don't like having to pick up the Skyfisher there. I mean, put it back. Okay, go Finehorn Elves. I'll play Silica. Pick up my Vault. Our opponent plays another Finehorn Elves. Attack for 1. So we'll just try refurbing you. They discarded Nyxborn Hydra. Now I have turned on their Masked Vandal, unfortunately. Cast the lead the Stampede. They find, so they cast a Quirion Ranger. They had found Llanowar, Genersent, Timberwatch, and Quirion. Play the Masked Vandal to get rid of my land. Good on them. Play land. We'll refurb you. Suppose I should attack. I need a blue land. I do have cast down at least. Play Llanowar again. And here's a Timberwatch. They appear to be mono green elves. Untaps a Finehorn Elf. There's a Masked Vandal to get rid of another land. Good times. Good times. Okay, it's dead. Can't block. We'll kill the Timberwatch and swing in. I think people are highly prepared for affinity. It's just not, I don't know, there was something missing here. Okay. Another Masked Vandal. God, no. Oh me, no. Why? Don't do me like that. And they play a Llanowar. So, like, they have lots of mana. I'll just kill the priest, pass. Can't really block. They don't have any lands. I haven't drawn any more lands in my first many draws. I guess we had, what, 3 lands get exiled? 2. No, 3. Darn. And they've got a Sagyu. I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. Let's see what's on the top of the deck. Yeah, it wasn't really going to change anything. Okay. Unfortunately, we had an awesome start. Bit of a rough one there, and then got creamed in the final matches. So it hurts, but I think that there's definitely some cool stuff that you can do in this specific archetype in Esper Affinity. So I encourage people to keep testing. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.